plan fitting the TT fuel cap to the Golf. Which, when you take the filler, I'll put the phone down for a wee second. Right, there's the filler cap off, leaves you with a body cut from the TT. So that gives you a gist of what that sits like. Then when you look at the Golf and you hold that up to the Golf, you think, bloody hell, that's about the same size. And it is very, very close. I will show you just now. Right, to remove the Golf one, there's a little screw in there, a wee like Torx T20 it is. So you've got to remove that. Then in all the cases, all you've got to do is you shut the flap and just pull for that side. And that's it. Easy. Right, so we'll hold the TT one up to the hole, and it's so close. It seems to be these lugs are just catching, and like the mechanism for the pulley is just catching. Obviously that's where the mechanism would need to go, where the Golf one is, and the lugs are just catching on this here. So what my plan is obviously the TT needs these fixing points to screw it to. So my plan is to, originally I was going to cut this all out the Golf, like a square, and replace it with the TT one, but I'm not going to do that because it's so close. What I think I'm going to do is try and separate this from the body panel bit, and then try and weld that onto the back of here. I think. But it's a kind of do or die moment, because I'm going to have to buff all this out to fit it in. So, I don't know. I think that's what we'll go for though. Sorry for the noise, but the heater's churning away because it's freezing. Right, I've got the Mark 1 TT body cut here. This bit of metal here seems to be unneeded, so I'm going to drill these spots out and get rid of that, and then I'm going to separate the disc, if you like, from the body, which appears to be, there's a spot weld there, and you see it on the other side, see it better. So I'm going to go ahead and get that done just now. I did these spot welds out here, and it actually came apart pretty easy. So this is the bit I'm after, and I want to fix this into the Golf. I've run out of welding wire, so I'm on my way to buy some, hopefully, if it's got any, hopefully. One set of welding wire replaced. They only had the 0.7 kilogram roll, but it was only £4, so I can't complain, it'll do for just now anyway. Now that I've got wire in the welder, my job is to fill these spots that I drilled out for taking the bracket off the back, and I'll also fill these ones on the side as well. So I'll go ahead and do that. There, I've filled those spot welds, well, the ones that I've drilled out. go ahead and clean that up now. There are the spot welds smoothed off. Good enough anyway. So go ahead and get that painted. Oh, there it is with a coat of primer on it. Going to give it a spray with the Reflex Silver now. This edge is the edge that's going to be getting attached to the car from the back side. So I'm going to buff this silver paint I've put on back and just give this outer edge a coat with the weld through primer. I'll mask off all the inside first. There it is, masked and taped up. Let's go give it a couple of coats of the weld through primer on the outside rim. This is the original TT cap that I got, which is just plain. As you can see, I managed to break it, or it came broken, I'm not sure, I can't remember, I got it ages ago. So that was broken, so I had to buy a replacement cable for it, and to make it work I knew I had to buy a TT actuator unit, fuel cap actuator. So it was cheaper actually for me to buy a set. Somebody was selling the set on eBay, which is this one. I think I got it for like 18 quid or something. But somebody wanted, the cheapest I could find out was like £15. Cheapest I could find out was like £18 or something. So, but somebody was selling this whole thing for £18 with all the bits I needed. So that was great. The only thing is, it's got this Audi. I think it's just a sticker though, so I'm going to try and get that off. If I can get it off, I'll just use this one. If I can't, I'll swap this cable onto the original one. There is the Golf fuel flap actuator, and there is the TT fuel flap actuator. They look pretty much identical. I've not actually read the serial numbers on them, but I reckon they are pretty much identical. The only difference is this bit has a different end on it, and on the TT it comes with this bit of metal which allows for the fuel cap to clip into here for this to pull on it, whereas the Golf one does not have that, it just attaches to a rod. So I have to swap that over, but to make sure it works I'm going to unclip it here and then just try the TT one to see if that works. That's the TT one working just now, so that's great. Doesn't sound great though. There's a fuel cap removed. I've just put this one on as a spare just to keep any shit out of that and I've messed about. I don't know if you can see the way up to where the actuator goes. There you can see daylight there. It is just a sticker and I've been picking it out with my nail, so it will come off. I'll just polish it off later. It's really windy outside, so I'm going to shift all this stuff to get the car in here. Kev has helped me take the wheel off and the arch plastics off, and that gives me all the room in the world to get that back plate on there. So this is looking good. There it is, basically just I'm just holding it in place now. As you can see, my arm's up through the arch. So I'm going to drill some. First thing I'm going to do is remove all this. So the metal, so this fits in. And there that is, buffed down with the finger sander. It still doesn't fit though. See, so I'm going to buff these lugs down a little bit more so it goes in. There we are, it's nearly there. You see, still a wee bit more to cut out, but it's going to cover it. I've taken that much out of the car now. I had to take this little notch out for, this is where the cable came through for the puller assembly, but it's fouling, so I had to cut that out. There, I've got it so close, so I think I'm just going to put the back bit on and just draw it in with the Allen bolts. I hope that doesn't do any damage to the panel. There it is in. The original bolts weren't long enough, so I just had to borrow some other bolts just now. Apart from that, I don't know if you could see. So that's basically clamping it from the back side against the front, against this lip. So, success. There it is on. I'm really happy with that, managed to do it without any welding at all, so great. Just have to clean that sticker off now, get some longer bolts that match, but I'm really happy with that. Actuator, I have it wired up and it's working on the inside. Actually takes 2 presses of the button to pull it though. But this is still floating about, so that's the next job, is to attach this onto here. Just a way to stick the plastic shielding back on, but that's definitely a job for in the summer. Let's get all of this cleaned up, all this rust. So that's a job for the summer. Hey!